聞いてくれる人がいるなら、ほんの一瞬でも心の安らぎを感じてくれたら嬉しい。
Hey, what's up, Overpowered? How's it going, man? I was just thinking about you while playing Genshin. Hey, that's sweet of you, man. That's pretty sweet of you. Hey, what's up, Ali? How's it going, man? I made a pull plan. Pull plan? Y'all plan your pulls? No, I'm kidding. I don't necessarily make plans, but I also don't think too much about them. Well, maybe that's because been playing this game for just that long, and like I guess the experience has the experience helps me out with like decision making. Yeah, in a way, in such a way that I don't really have to think about like which banners to pull, which characters to pull, and which characters to not pull, which banners to not pull on. I don't have to think about it too much. Pull for Llama and Farina. Are there any? Is there even already talk about a Llama and Farina rerun? I've been quite disconnected for a while, for some time now. Well, they just got a rerun, so I think that's gonna take around a year. Farina, free. When did? Yeah. Okay. Now that you mentioned that, I do feel like Farina just had a rerun. Okay. Okay, 6.2, no, 6, Luna 3, Luna 2. Yeah, okay. Farina did just get a rerun, Luna 2. And obviously Llama just released in Luna 1. Hmm. Yeah. Are you sure Farina will be relevant by then? Oh man, what a question. Yeah. Power creep's just been insane the last obviously like ever since the beginning of the game. There has been power creep that has not stopped, but it's just been so prevalent lately in the last like 3 to 6 months. It's just been so hard, and it's not even like so. What's annoying about it is that it's not just straight up higher numbers. Yes, it is, but it's also higher numbers because of the special mechanics. It's like higher numbers because the newer enemies are in endgame, and the newer enemies sort of make the newer characters that have the unique mechanics do bigger numbers, or like even if they don't do bigger numbers, they just feel like they're killing the newer enemies faster. She'll always be relevant to Neuvillette. Yeah, but then like, you know, Neuvillette isn't even that relevant anymore. Man, that Neuvillette has been power crept. Like, sure, if you have like a C1 or C2, even C3 Neuvillette R1 with his signature weapon R1, and like his premium team, right? Like me, for example, I have a C1 R1 Neuvillette, I have a C2 Farina, I have a C2 Zelonin, right? And like my Neuvillette today, 2026, still feels relevant, but just barely. Right, like, and I'm not saying that it's a weak team whatsoever. But it is the amount, the content, the end game content that I'm able to brute force with my premium Neuvillette team is getting fewer and fewer. It's getting less and less. It's coming less and less often. And that is on top of, right, and that is right. And think about it, all like a lot of my the characters in my premium Neuvillette team have constellations, have significant constellations. C1 Neuvillette, C2 C2 Zelonin, C3 for C2 Farina, right? A lot of the relevant constellations and Neuvillette signature weapon, and all of that just to make my Neuvillette feel barely relevant. Question, by the way, why was this quest so long? It honestly felt like an Archon quest. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Because it also has Zibai's character quest in it, I guess. Wait, isn't that odd? It's a character quest. But they put it in an event? So how are future players gonna do the Zibai character quest? I do recall somewhat recently, in a special program, them mentioning that, like, not the most recent one, I don't remember which one it was, but somewhat recently, them mentioning that event quests will remain in the game. I don't remember the specific details, but it is somewhere along those lines. Somewhere around, like, yeah, something like that. The event quests will remain in the game permanently, even if the event is gone. I don't know if it's all of it. Again, I'm lacking the details because it was like a bit ago, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't the most recent special program that mentioned that.
仕方ない。それでおばさんがそうなの。後でお店選手道具でもパイモンの言うおばさんがいたんだ。それもいふだ。そう。もしかしたら
The thing is, he's really good for me because I guess you can consider me a beginner even though I've been playing for like 5 to 6 years. Well, you don't play very actively. Like you don't play, you're not going away for like weeks or months at a time, but you're definitely not playing like every day. So your account still feels young-ish. So, okay, yeah. In your case, like especially in your overworld, I don't even know, like, have you maxed out your overworld yet? Is your world level 9? Oh, it is, okay. But then again, it is the overworld, so the overworld's definitely gonna feel very different from endgame. Darn it. The quests are coming out. There. He's doing 40k every vape. Hey, what's up, Lap? How's it going, man?
そうだった噂じゃない今は万民堂の京子国政乱や大丈夫
20k normal protect. That is C0R0, right? With prototype Amber. And I'm guessing no Farina, because, you know, since you're planning to pull for Farina. In the overworld, that's gonna feel pretty significant. I mean, it's not gonna feel like an endgame account just mowing down enemies in the overworld, but it definitely feels satisfying. Unless if you're trying to brute force your way through all the abyssal enemies, like the abyssal enemies with abyssal shields in Ochkanatlan, and in the newer part of Nodcry, north, like whatever part that is of Nodcry. Ashvale Peak, right? As long as you're not like brute forcing the abyss enemies over there and the ones in Ochkanatlan, then yeah, it's gonna feel even a C0R0 Neuvillette without his premium team is gonna feel pretty satisfying to play. I wonder what it's gonna look like, right? Like after this event is gone, this Lanternlit event is gone, but then like Zibai's character quest is still in the game. Like, how is that gonna work? What's that gonna look like in the UI? How are they gonna find it? I guess. How can I to deal with that since he's getting like 150k per hit? Just my shield melter. Kinet should do fine against the abyssal enemies in Ochkanatlan because like burning goes through those shields really fast. The Nodcry stuff though, the Nodcry stuff's really annoying, especially the wild hunt enemies, the ones, not the ones in the newest part of Nodcry, but like some of the enemies here, right? Like the purple and white enemies that have like double HP bars. They are going to be really annoying to deal with, especially if you're not bringing along a what's it called, Ascendant Gleam team, that you're just trying to brute force your way through the double HP bars. It gets really annoying. Especially because Kinich is a very single target enemy. I think single target DPS. He has he has no AoE whatsoever. His only AoE is burning, which obviously doesn't do much damage. But then again, you have Neuvillette for AoE, so I guess you're sort of covered there. It's just really annoying that Neuvillette, right? Obviously he's very AoE focused. So of course Hoyo balanced his numbers so that he doesn't do as much DPS as a single target DPS. Right? Because he's going to be doing a lot more damage in an AoE situation if they give him the same DPS as a single target DPS. So it's just really annoying that they give us AoE content that has really high HP if you don't have the new teams that have the new mechanic, right? Ascendant Gleam. It's just so annoying. Because, so you kill the HP bar, and then you're not done, right? The enemy doesn't die yet. You have to drain all of its HP again before it gets back up. It gets knocked down, it gets dizzy or whatever it is, and then you have like 4, 5, 6 seconds to kill all of its HP all over again, right? Like to get the white bar all the way across. Otherwise, it'll heal what you haven't like moved the blank part in the HP bar, and you're gonna have to kill that HP again, and it's just so annoying. Those ones are actually so satisfying for me. I don't know why. I think well, it does. If you are the kind of player like me, for example, I'm not the kind of player that like takes my time with the fights, and I should, right? I understand that I should. It's a video game. I'm supposed to log in, play the game, and enjoy playing the game. Right? That's ideal. That is the ideal situation. That is the situation I want to be in as well. But it's not. I'm just logging into the game and I just want to get everything done ASAP. And I know that's very unhealthy. At that point, am I really playing a game or am I doing chores? And I don't blame Hoyo for that, right? I don't blame them for like, oh, because of the way that they designed the game, now it just feels like chores instead of feeling like a game. I mean, they designed the game. It's just me that is playing, like, I'm trying to, I guess, optimize. Yeah, I'm like optimizing how I play. And like, sure, that in and of itself is also fun. But once you, just like anything, really, just like anything, not just in video games, but like in life, if you keep doing something and you keep like pushing yourself to get better and better at something, right? At some point, you get to the point where you're like optimizing and min-maxing, etc. At some point, the fun starts to fade and it just starts to become like a job. Right, similar to like and I'm sure a lot of like content creators, a lot of like influencers have said things like this before, right? Where like they're not having fun anymore, they're not enjoying themselves doing the thing that they used to love doing anymore. And yeah, it is true that even something that you love doing, even something that you think is fun, can become tedious and feel like a job if you do it so much that you, like, for example, content creation. Yeah, burnout, right? Exactly. Content creation, for example. Content creation can be a source of income, right? And some people enjoy it so much that they get good at it, and because they get good at it, people watch them and then they earn a living out of it, and then at some point they are able to earn a living out of it, and they can like leave their job, right, and it becomes their main and like for a lot of people even their only source of income. And then at that point they aren't they they can do what they love doing and make money at the same time, which is great. But then what happens when they're sick? What happens when they're just not in the mood on that day? Right? They aren't allowed to not do it anymore just because they're not in the mood. At that point, that is then a job. And while the way that I'm talking about this makes it sound like, oh, having a job is terrible. You should just do what you love to, make a living out of doing what you love. I'm like, no, that's not how the world works. It's not how the world works. You can't. Not everyone can do what they love and make a living out of it. Right? Sure, some people can do it, but if everyone did that, I don't know. It's just impossible, right? Like, if everyone did what they want, what they love doing, and made a living out of it, who is gonna work at the local restaurant? Like taking your order. Who's gonna work at the local McDonald's, right? Taking your order and serving you your food. You can bet no one in the entire world is passionate about making cheeseburgers and taking orders from snobby customers that complain about every little thing, even though it's fast food. It's not fine dining, it's just fast food. Right? You bet nobody's passionate about doing something like that. So, yeah, it's just impossible for the current form of human society to work, to function correctly if everyone stopped doing what they dislike doing just because they want to do what they're passionate about and make a living out of it. The freedom of when you can play and when you have to play. Yeah. Exactly.
本物の月が戻り、影は崩壊が起こるとき、人々は月が黒い影に遮られるのを目にする。その通り。俺の推測。
Hey, what's up, Siri? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Earlier today, I just saw one of your comments on, I guess it was a VOD from like 13 days ago. I've really been just off the last couple of weeks, man. I don't know if you noticed, but in the last like 1 or 2 months, I haven't streamed that often, even though there has been new content, right? Like the Luna 4 came out. Luna 4, and I just have been hardly streaming. Last week I streamed like Monday, and then this week I didn't stream on Monday. I just I just logged in and did my dailies. Like I didn't stream at all, and like here I am, it's basically Saturday already, and I'm just now streaming. Got Zibai C1 by accident. Her damage is illegal. Well, that's because you have all the characters that were designed to make Zibai feel good to play, aka Columbina. And maybe what's her name? And maybe Ineffa too, sure. Zibai C1's 2 meta. I don't even know what her constellations do, man. Can I view her here? Oh, I guess not. I guess you can only view weapons here. I'd have to go into the trial thing. Wow, it's been so long since I've been up here. Years. It's been years. Oh my god, I haven't got... I didn't get that Sealy yet? This is nuts. Oh. I guess there's no Sealy here anymore. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked here. Character archive? You can view constellations in character archive? Oh, you can. Okay. Thanks, man. Skill. Gain phase shift radiance. Max number of experiences. Strides. Uses. Usages per shift mode increased to 5 times each time you shift to lunar phase shift mode. The second hit, lunar crystallized direction damage increased. Wow, those are that's a lot of numbers, and numbers is good. Plus, especially because it's Geo, right? Especially because it's Geo, and because like Geo cannot vape, cannot melt. It doesn't have any multiplicative reactions. Doesn't have any transformative reactions. Obviously, there's like lunar, whatever, right? There's lunar crystallized now, but the talents themselves, they still have to be balanced towards an element or an element that cannot be multiplied, right? That doesn't have any multiplicative reactions. Which means that number, those numbers are probably really, really high. Regardless, and like the thing is too is it doesn't matter what you're fighting. You're just gonna be doing that same number, on whatever enemy, of course, except for enemies that have high resistance to Geo. But it's nuts. I don't remember where the other Sealy was here. Ah, there it is. Anyone remember the time, right? Like when all we had to do was just find a Sealy, get up to it, and just follow it to its pedestal, and then we get a chest. Right? Yeah, I just followed 2 Sealys to their pedestals, and I got 2 chests. Just like that. I didn't have to do some elaborate 30-minute puzzle. I was using Albedo C1 with Columbina, but now I have C1 to replace Albedo. Wait, what do you mean? What team? So Columbina with Albedo? In what team? Albedo is off-field, so how would you replace an off-field with an on-field? Why not just put them together? Was your character that hit the most damage? I don't know.
考えたことがなかった。仕事
Probably Mawika.
それはすごいけど。君たち。そりゃじゃあ旅に。旅か。
It's pretty easy to hit a million with Mawika.
そこはのんびりしてて賑やかだし、海が綺麗で可愛いアシャもいるぞ。機会がありがとう。
よ、みんな。
偶然だな。気になる。
言うのはちょっと恥ずかしいけど、だから。
Probably Mawika in some
お前がちょ。
well, what's it called? In some like combat event or something.
あんたの弟子になってや。
As long as there's lunar crystallized, then it's enough. Yeah. That's really, that's really it.
マジ。
旅人。ターゲットが現れた。おーい。もしもーし。弟子になってあげ
You
る
know
って
what?
言ってる
I'm
よ。
kind of annoyed that
と。
Zibai doesn't bring back Geo.
あんたたち。
She doesn't fix Geo.
ロコーコーさん。危害を加え
She's
る
just
つもりはない
good because she is well, she's meta,
落ち着いて。それ以上近づ
right?
いたら
And the meta is lunar reactions. The meta right now is lunar reactions. Once lunar reactions fade off, once we go to Snezhnaya or wherever we're going, and that region also has its own mechanics, like the lunar stuff is also gonna fade away. It's also gonna feel obsolete.
私とぼけるつもり。嘘。
Hey, what's up, Dart? How's it going, man?
じゃあ写真ってどうしたん？状況は彼女を連れ帰って連行して。ちょっと変だな。
マジでめんどくせえ。適当なこと言ってんじゃねえ。説明するのもめんどくせえ。
なんかあいつも
Can barely find any other Neuvillette Llama team other than that one guy that is playing the team that I'm gonna get. What team is it? The Neuvillette Farina Premium team with Kazuha and Zelonin. Right, Zibai is daughter of Istaroth, and Istaroth's goddess time. Zibai is a horse, but not sure if it's a coincidence because in Manx idiom, there's an idiom called
素晴らしい。勘弁して。
逃げんな。
頼むよ兄ちゃん。俺たちは本当に十分。
お前らを。
おや、あの少年。
mm,
いいえ、どれ。若者よ。
literally translated to unicorn going through gap.
小僧、待て、リスイ。何か様子がおかしい。もう一度よく見て。なるほど。厄介なことになったな。
It's possible that it's a coincidence.
おいじいさん。俺が狙った。
Time flies.
どんなよ。
It's the Hyperbloom, Neuvillette Farina Lauma,
なんでつ。
Kuki. Hang on. Neuvillette Farina Lauma Kuki. I think that team might just be easily upgraded by, if you have Ineffa, of course. Replace Kuki with Ineffa. Of course, your Hyperblooms are going to do a lot less damage, but Ineffa herself does a lot more damage, a lot more personal damage, and Ineffa is also built with EM, so her Hyperblooms aren't going to do nothing.
どこだ。
On top of that, you'd have a shielder. Well, Kuki is a healer, so you know, still a defensive option, but a defensive option that you're not constantly like trying to keep alive.
親父に塔の鞭で叩いてもらおう。俺って。
I have to say, I've had my fair share of trouble with Kuki. The fact that when you press E, right, like, and remember, Kuki is not an HP scaler. You don't build Kuki with HP. Unless if you're building her for healing, which, you know, that'd be silly. So, right, in most cases, you'd be building her EM. Which means, while Kuki doesn't have a low amount of HP, she also doesn't have a really high amount of HP. I think my cookies on my 2 accounts have like somewhere around 20k, 22k maybe. full EM, right? Like definitely not squishy by any means, but still, for someone who does damage to herself when you press her skill, and because she's off field, and her skill is single target, her healing is single target, it's only on the on fielder, she damages herself but doesn't heal herself.
そうであ
昨月だが三種我が処理し待つのだ帝君は帝君からそうじゃん
Build Ineffa full attack actually. I mean, like, you're not supposed to build Ineffa with like an EM Sands or whatever, right? But like typically she gets EM just from her set, from whatever, right? And because of her kit, you don't feel bad about getting EM on her, right? Like through your substats, and not just substats, but equipment, right? Like for example, your weapon choice, right? Your weapon choice. You won't feel bad about putting an EM polearm on her, or a polearm that has like a passive that gives you EM, right? So she is very indirectly going to get some EM somewhere in her build. And yeah, I also have built my cookie with an attack Sans and an attack Goblet. I see your Farina build. Well, this isn't mine. This isn't my account. I already did this quest on my on both my accounts. This is my friend's account. So if I show you this build, it's just not. Well, trust me, this is a whale account. This is a whale account, not a giga whale account, but it's, you know, it is definitely a whale account. So it's just really hard. There's just you don't see like the scale, right? You're not able to like scale it to normal people's accounts. C6 Farina, yeah. My friend's account, C6 Farina and signature weapon. So the crit ratio is just off the charts.
死を望む者よ。我の牢獄。我はだが、我はそれゆえに、この世にとどまり続けているが、解放されることもなくなった。お前は一体何
Wait,
者だ
is this Estral's name?
彼女の存在を知っているだけでなく、その名を直接呼ぶ助け。我はあの方の力が我にまとわりついている。それは恩恵であり、同時に牢獄でもある。いや、我はただこの檻の中、そしてその人間の少女の目を通して、我は変わらぬ清らかさで輝く悠久の時を超えた月を見た。あそこは石棒台というのか。後世の者たちが新しく建てたものか。まさか昔の出来事が世に、それはだが、お前は一体の人間の身でありながら
Has the same model as Llama.
その胸の好みをしば全力で
They're about as tall as each other. I mean, don't they have the same model with like you know, like most tall female characters? You know, like Jean, Mawika. Oh! Almost jumped in the water. Oh, whoa. That hasn't happened to me before. Oh my god, you're kidding, right? Of course this happens to me on stream. I've already done this quest twice. And, okay. And the thing is too, like the worst part is, first two times I did this, I wasn't like I was like half, I had half my attention on it, and somehow I didn't fall in. And now that I'm actually paying attention to it, I do fall in. This is just. Try to compare their height and bust size. Okay. Now you mentioned that. While Jean has a very healthy profile, she, yeah, definitely doesn't seem as healthy as like Lauma, Mawika, and Zibai. But you know, I like Zibai's design. Like despite her having like a pretty big bust size, they're not what's the word I'm looking for? They're not like solely focusing in on it. Right? She looks attractive because of like her clothes, because of like the rest of her design. よくよきタフを作りけり光月昇り天女降る白玉草木をことほぎて凛々しきタフを作りけり蒼月昇り天女降る天玉よぎをことほぎて Just use his skill, not even his ult.
ねえ、父様と母様は
What are you fighting?
ほら
Maybe it's a combat event?
願い事して
Then again, even the combat event in this, in Lanternlit, the combat event we have now doesn't have like any buffs or whatever.
すごいのもちろん
So, yeah, I don't know what it is you're fighting.
栗や豆キビや稲の育て方製紙や布の織り方に麻と衣の作り方採掘や鍛造家や銅の作り方を教えてくれた。社は土地、食は穀物って意味なんだって。紫伯様は私たちを守ってくれる社食神なのよ。紫伯様はもう帰っちゃうの
？Also overpowered. It's entirely possible that you are missaw it. Yeah, that you saw it wrong. It was probably like 8K, and then like another number was like right next to it that made it look like a 5-digit number. That happens to me very often.
きっと来てくれるさ。僕たちの社食神なんだから。あれはなんだ
？Oh, Celestial Nail.
私たち見捨てられたんだ。アビスに侵された場所はすべて浄化が必要。
I'm disappointed that Zibai can't turn to a horse. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I mean, they already made it so that Lauma can turn into a... Lauma can turn into a deer, right? So why not let Zibai turn to a horse?
でも老化の民は私を祀り、私に祈り、私を祝う。見捨てるのは心が痛む。言っても同じ結末からは逃れられない。社食神だもの。土地で死ねるなら本望よ。
Fish my Lonin, so I don't think there was another number. It's possible. I mean, it is still possible if there were more than one enemy. Right? If there could have been the number from is like whatever is Joni's skill has a pretty big AoE, so it can easily hit more than one enemy if they're somewhat close to each other. They don't even have to be super close to each other. Because Zibai's skill AoE is pretty big. And Faroese means same time. Yikes.
天地を揺るがす。それは好天が排除しなければだが、せめてもう少し時間があれば。だが全員を生かすことができなかった。
You know, the amount of gameplay in this Lanternlit is... I don't know if it's just... I feel like there's like little gameplay in this event, in this Lanternlit compared to previous Lanternlights. Or if it's because the quest is just so long that it feels like there's so little gameplay. But I have to say, I enjoyed that fight, that last, like the other one of the game modes, the one where you're like, man, I don't even know how to put it. It's a very familiar game type, but I just haven't played any games of that game type recently to recall like any examples. $80K for each of the enemies? Hey, nice. What enemies are in the Deepwood domain? I don't remember, man. It's been years since I was there. Oh, wait. I think I remember now. They're just eremites, right? I think that's right. Imagine they make another side quest. Oh, like our Naka quest. No. 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 Just no. Heard of Arknight Enfield. That game might surpass Wuha and Genshin. Well, at least it's the entire game, right? I don't know Arknight Enfield. Is it like... Is it a single player, like, campaign game? 3 guys that jump at you every 5 seconds? The Deepwood domain? 3 guys that jump at you every 5 seconds. I don't remember what they're called. I don't even remember what you're talking about. 3 guys that jump at you every 5 seconds. So Deepwood domain, obviously Sumeru enemies. Arknight Enfield is another open world RPG gacha game. Oh man. Of course it is. Of course it is. Everything's gacha now. Dude. Even GTA 6 might have some gacha mechanics in it. Who knows, right? Who knows? This is more on Building Factory. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it. The name Arknight sounds familiar to me, but I don't think it's that. Especially because it's like you're talking about building factories and stuff. So I imagine it's probably a very different game. Has the worst gacha system? Really? What's wrong with it? No pity? Is there no pity? Like the weapon banner from, like the Genshin weapon banner from a long time ago? It's so bad and confusing. A lot of content creators made a guide for the gacha mechanic of a game.
かつては比類なき威風を振るっていた眼神が
Is this one of the new Lanternlit quests that came out with the event? Yes, it is. Future Kinich, man. Yes, it is. It is, well, one of, yes. Well, yeah, I guess there are 4. Yeah, there's like 4 parts to it.
何度も言うが
So I'm on the 3rd one.
彼女の魂が散る前に切り落とした指針の一体に過ぎない私たちいいなさて
ああ、
おう
今同館の旧跡にも異変が起こり、地根がうつし世に出てくるようになった。
I haven't played Genshin in a while. I'm missing out on a lot. That's alright, man. Hey, if you're taking a break, then, you know,
眼神よ
sure, just
おい待て
don't burn yourself out, man.
地上の人さ
Don't be like me.
そうだな。
Well, I wouldn't say that I burnt out on Genshin.
だが暇
Gotten to the point where
案内人を今
like I would like
まず
to,
は歩く。
ほうそれならば悪く
but
ない
just for fear of getting left behind, I still play actively.
君たちが
Especially because it doesn't take so much effort to, I guess, like keep your account. What's the word I'm looking for? To keep your account up to date. Yeah. Like to keep your account up to date, it doesn't take that much effort. As long as you don't fall behind, then yeah, it really doesn't take that much.
どちらもよ
Doesn't take that much effort to like, keep your account up to date.
悪くなさしかし
だなあそこの手
万民
待ってろよサンリン
Also, one of the worst gacha releases because of the PayPal incident. PayPal incident? What does gacha have to do with PayPal?
師匠ご飯食べに来たぜ旅人パイモン
Isn't that person on the current banner now? I thought her name was different than that.
私は
シャンリン
Oh, Jiqiao. Jiqiao. Yeah, a few minutes ago, you weren't here yet. Her name was Gigi or something.
私は
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm sorry, man. This is my 3rd time playing through this quest because like I have 2 of my own accounts and here I am on my friend's account. But I don't really pay attention to like quest dialogue.
あの
So
シャンリンさんと
I'm actually just noticing it for the first time. Because the first 2 times I played through this quest, I honestly was like either working, and just I had the dialogue playing, like auto playing in the background, or I was just watching anime or watching YouTube, and I was just like furiously clicking through the dialogue off to the side, and I wasn't even looking at the game.
ちょっと多くないよでも
But yeah, you're right. That is not her name. Her name is Zibai.
ちょっと待って
Zibai.
びっくりどうしたこの前まで調べるとそれが出土品のな確かにもっと歴史にでも最近ほうそういうことじゃないわ要するに厳しすぎすごい家な
やどや
Hmm.
すごい偶然だなそういえばでもこういうことじゃないような
娘家に頼っ最近
Use PayPal to spend in-game. Other people from
だから私
other countries can connect through your PayPal.
自分
And when other people spend,
でも
they're the one that automatically paying it. What? What do you mean? How? What?
そう
That's dumb. My God. Hey, Lap. Speaking of PayPal, my income actually used to go through PayPal. Not with what I'm doing now, but like back when I used to work for a company, they paid us through PayPal, and it was honestly really annoying. It was really annoying. Like, thank goodness I didn't have to, like, I didn't have any transactions at all through PayPal. But it was really annoying because, like, they always took a fee every time I transferred over, I transferred it over to my bank account. And so, okay, I had a PayPal, right? And because I already had that system going, when I transitioned over from working for that company to like doing things on my own, there were a couple of people who were still paying me through PayPal. So I had some money coming into that PayPal account, but it was like I had never used my PayPal to transact anywhere on the internet. Nowhere. Nobody knows. I've never like put my PayPal number or whatever, my PayPal information, account information anywhere into any like text box whatsoever. And like random, like very random time, I just had like, thankfully I barely had anything in it. I had like $10 in it, and I just logged in like one day and I couldn't log in anymore. And I like did the forgot password thing, and I did do the forgot password. I saw that there were some transactions in there that definitely weren't mine, but they were both incoming and outgoing. So it was like somebody was using my PayPal account as if it was their account. And like, so it wasn't even that like they hacked it to steal my money. It was like, my God, that's what happened. What? That by the way, the thing that I'm talking about right now, this happened to me. Let me think. 5 or 6 years ago. Happened to me 5-6 years ago. You're kidding, right? PayPal, a giant payment platform, whatever you want to call them, that sounds like such a simple, no, not even simple, such a fundamental function of any website, right? Any website that has user accounts, right? Just make sure that people's usernames and passwords are their own. And that when other people log into their username and password, it doesn't log into someone else's account. Hey, what's up, Stella? Long time no see. Yeah, that is true. It has been a long time. I haven't been streaming as much lately. I just, in the evening after work, my brain's just too tired. I just not in the mood to do anything. And during daytime, I don't know, I've just wanted to rest lately. Not rest from like Genshin, rest from streaming, but just rest overall. Are you FTP on both your accounts? My first account has Welkin and Battle Pass. The second one is completely FTP though. Except for this one time where... what event was that? There was an event, like a web event this was like from 4 or 5 years ago, where like there was a chance that you could win a Welkin. And it wasn't a giveaway, it was just like straight up from Genshin, from Hoyoverse. Oh, back then there were still MiHoYo. It was just straight up from MiHoYo, and then like, yeah, my second account got a Welkin just for, for free. Just straight up from MiHoYo. Yeah, but I've never paid for anything on that second account. Spending time for ourselves is best to relax. That is true. I agree with that. And man, it gets and from, if I look at myself, I would definitely agree that I am a very low activity person, right? I do not do sports. I don't do any physical activities whatsoever. And if I was in like better shape, right? If I like exercised, if I ran every day, if I yeah, whatever, right? If I was like more physically fit, I probably wouldn't feel tired like that as tired as I do now in the evening. And I probably would actually feel like doing stuff during the day, but I'm not. So I don't.
そのとまだわからん。出会った凡人たちに物語を聞かせたこともあったが、どうせ忘れ去られるものだと思って願をて。じゃあオイラたちのああ、とっくに聞き入れると決めてこの
Yeah, that's crazy that the like the mixing up of accounts is still like happening on PayPal. That is just wow, that is dumb.
料理人は飯を作り
How does a platform like PayPal that makes as much money as they do
誰もがやがて
make
この穏やかな
mix-ups like that possible?
かつてロ
I mean, right? Even Facebook and even Twitter, whatever, like the clown show that is Twitter and Facebook, are able to at least get that basic concept of like an online account right, where people's accounts don't just overlap each other. I'm trying to take the SS. What's SS? 3 enemies for the past 15 minutes, but the SS is now in it. SS. Oh, screenshot. Of the enemies? What kind of screenshot are you trying to take? Gotta go. I have another class in 10 minutes. I'll catch your next stream if I can. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Future Knichmean. Take care, man. Have a good one. Speaking of screenshot, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on stream before, but I don't use like the built-in screenshot thing in Windows. I use something called Lightshot.
消灯の準備はいいかい？もちろん。
And I love it because like so okay, the built-in Windows screenshot thing, it's nice, right? Because like you can pick between like just a rectangular screenshot or screenshot the whole screen, or even like whatever shape you want to do, right? Like using your mouse. But what I don't like about the built-in Windows screenshot thing is like when you do a rectangular screenshot, when you make your rectangle, it just screenshots. What I like about Lightshot is that like when you do a non-full screen screenshot, you drag your mouse across the screen, you make the rectangle, but when you let go of your cursor, that doesn't take the screenshot right away. It just puts like some kind of like selection box over your screen, and you can still adjust like the rectangle on your screen before you actually take the screenshot. And I love it. It's just so simple. Like I press the hotkey that I set up for it. I drag the mouse across my screen, across whatever it is I'm trying to take a screenshot of, and then to actually take the screenshot, there's like you either click the copy button or you just do Control C, and that takes the screenshot, and then I can just Control V whatever I took a screenshot of to wherever I want to put the screenshot on. And there's just zero bloat to it. It doesn't do anything else, right? Like there's no special feature in it. It's just a screenshot tool, because that is all I need from it. And I love it. It's so lightweight. They gave free 6-star selector though, so I'm playing it again. You're talking about the Arknight thing? The Arknight, what is it called? Arknight's something? Yeah, okay. Speaking of other games, in the last, I'd say 3 or 4 days, I've really gotten into uh well, I haven't like looked up a lot of stuff about it, but I've just done nothing but replay this same short of one of the StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm cinematic. And it, like, dude, I don't know what it is about it, but there's something about it that just makes me, man, it is cool. Cool. That is, I guess that's the best way I could put it. It is just straight up cool. Arlecchino is now on top 3% in the world now. Hey, nice. Congrats, man. If only that actually will... If only that would mean something in 6 months from now, in a year from now, in 3 years from now. Unfortunately, it won't, because power creep, and I'm not, I'm not trying to downplay your achievement. That is an incredible achievement, but it's just unfortunate that despite how big of an achievement it is, it's all gonna be for nothing in a couple of months from now, in a year from now, in 2 years from now, because of just stupid power creep and stupid mechanics, enemy mechanics that you have to pull for new characters in order to deal with. I'm not pulling for what horse? Yeah, right. Back to like StarCraft 2. And not just with StarCraft 2, because like, so this all started from, this was like 2 or 3 days ago. Just popped up on my YouTube feed a short. It wasn't even like an official short, it was just from like some random dude. Like they had a short, and it was just a very short clip of a part of the Heart of the Swarm StarCraft 2 cinematic trailer. Just a part of it, and they put on top of it this like I believe it's like Warhammer Darktide. I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with the Warhammer gaming Warhammer games names. Warhammer Darktide OST. If you ever want to listen to something heavy and like just something that feels like it hits hard, listen to that. Just look up Darktide OST, and it's just, if you're a dude, you will very likely appreciate it. Even if you're not a dude, if you appreciate it, hey, you're pretty cool. And like Warhammer, the Warhammer OST, like Warhammer Darktide OST, on top of that the Heart of the Swarm StarCraft 2 cinematic trailer was like perfection. It's just perfection. It was awesome. And like the last couple of days, I've just like, as soon as I turn on my computer, it's one of the first things that I open up. I open an incognito Chrome tab, I look up Darktide OST, and I just have it open. I am not playing it over and over again the whole time I'm using the computer, but I just have it for like whenever my mind is blank, I just want to listen to it. I will listen to it. I will just click and play it, and I just have it on loop. Yeah, kind of BS actually. I just hope that they don't release characters that only work when you have certain 5-star characters. Oh my god, dude. I mean, I hope so too. But what's annoying is like, while the term that only work, right? the term that only work, that is a very serious phrase, a very serious like wording. And while we don't have characters that straight up don't work without certain other 5 stars, at least not yet, and hopefully we never will, we have already had quite a few 5 stars that are just significantly nerfed without a certain other 5 star. Right? Without certain other 5 stars. Like, okay, Mawika, right? Mawika is the first example that I could think of. Mawika just doesn't feel right without Zelonin and or Sitlali. Sitlali especially. And the next one that I could think of is Skirk. Skirk just doesn't feel like she is like any good. Skirk just feels like a very mediocre 5 star without Escoffier. And then, oh my god, right? Okay, Flynn's with Ineffa and Columbina. Even with Ineffa, Flynn's feels like an okay 5 star, right? A good 5 star. Not a very good one, but a good one. With Ineffa. Without Ineffa, without Ineffa, my god. Nefer and Lauma, right? Nefer with Lauma, and now Lauma and Columbina. It's just, I don't know, man. Oyo certainly has not raised the prices on Genesis crystals and like the battle pass or the Welkin Moon, right? All the stuff that you could spend money on in the game, right? They certainly have not raised the prices ever, but they certainly have reduced the value of the stuff in the game that you could get. And yeah, it's a basically a somewhat invisible way to raise the prices. Right, and so imagine back then, they release a character, they release a 5 star on the banner, and that 5 star automatically, as long as you put it in the right team, feels good. Right, like for example, you put Hu Tao in with Yelan, or you put Hu Tao in with your Xingqiu, and she'll feel great. She automatically works. Right, but in New Year of 2025, right? Remember, that's when Mawika released. Mawika and Sitlali released at the same time. At the same time, in the same patch, in the same phase of that patch. Mawika just didn't feel complete without Sitlali. So it honestly felt like you were just buying half a character. Well, not this is okay, it's obviously it's gacha, right? If you were somebody that spent money on this game, right, that didn't really like get all the free primo gems that were available in the game through the events, through daily commissions, whatever, right? You just logged in and like did end game stuff, and you pulled for characters that you with the primo gems that you got from buying Genesis crystals, right? So at that point, you are just straight up actually buying characters, right? Which is whatever, right? It's a game. You are buying characters, but 5 years ago, when you bought a character, when you spent money to pull for a character, a 5-star character, it honestly did feel like you got a full character. You got the character that you were pulling for. Today, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you got half of the character that you thought you were going for.
空からの行映像すっごく綺麗だな。ええ、ここの民家はリーユエ港のものと違い、自然に寄り添うように建てられている。
So that is the character that can do that thingy. Sorry, what character are we talking about, Luap? What thingy? And what character? Zibai with C6 Illuga. That's another one too, yeah. And the troubling part about C6 Illuga is also I heard that it's apparently not Illuga, it's Itlua, and I'm like, why do you all care so much about how about reading a character's name lore accurately? It's spelled Illuga, so I'm gonna read it Illuga. You know, like Tainari, for example, right? This was the thing with Tainari back then too. So people were saying that it's supposed to be pronounced Tignari or something like that, and like it's in the English language, it's spelled like Tainari. So I'm gonna read it how it's spelled. Yeah, and the troubling, anyway, going back to the troubling part about 4 stars is the troubling part about characters that require C6 4 stars to feel complete is that getting a C6 4 star, a limited 4 star that is on a banner, right? Like statistically, the odds of you getting to C6 of a 4 star that is on a banner to C6 from C0, right? From not having the character the 4 star at all to getting C6 of that character. Statistically, by the time you get to C6 of that 4 star, you would have gotten to C2 of the 5 star character on that banner. So if you're a spender, right, you don't have to be a giga whale for it, but if you're a pretty significant spender, right, you get C2 or C, you get like every new character and their significant constellation and R1 of their signature weapon every time there's a new character that comes out. You're gonna be very happy. You're gonna get C2 or C3 of every new character you get, and at the same time, you're gonna get approximately C6 of every 4 star that comes out on the banner with them. Right, you're gonna be super happy. Is there another EM sword other than Iron Sting that is F2P? 4 star. I can't think of one. I don't think there is. Non F2P. There is what is it called again? There's like the limited 4 star sword that has an EM secondary stat, but the passive gives the whole team ER based on the user's EM. Oh man, I don't remember what it was called, but obviously, right, that's not part of your question. It's not F2P, but EM sword, right? You didn't ask me if it was a 4 star. You didn't mention 4 star. There is actually an EM sword. It's a 3 star, but it is available in the game, and it's just straight up for free. It's called the Dark Iron Sword, I believe. Yeah, Dark Iron Sword. There are currently only 2 that exist in the entire game. Hopefully, you haven't deleted yours. Otherwise, there's no other way to get that sword. It's a 3 star sword. It's an EM secondary stat. It's called Dark Iron Sword, I believe. The 2 places to get it from are one from talking to an NPC near the teleport waypoint near the crafting station in Liyue, and you just straight up get it from him after talking to him, like picking the right dialogue. And the other one is in this part of the map, actually. It is somewhere. You can get it from a chest that is underground, I believe, here, but you can only get to that part of the underground by doing a certain quest. So yeah, those are the two only copies of that sword. And let me see if I can go find it. Is it good for cookie? It's okay. Yeah, it's an EM sword, right? It's an EM sword. Of course, it has, because it's a 3-star, so of course it's not gonna have as much EM as a 4-star EM sword. 3-star. Ooh. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. I only got one of mine. Well, oh, this is my friend's account. Never mind, I forgot. I actually have no idea on my friend's account. I think this might be the one from from Chenyu Vale. I don't think my friend got the one from the NPC in Liyue yet. Yeah. I hope they put an option that lets you deactivate a constellation because I accidentally activated my Bennett C6. I mean, nowadays that doesn't really matter. Right? Like the only characters that I can think of that actually is a detriment to are Eula, which, you know, I don't even know who is still using Eula in 2026, and Kaching. Other than those two, I can't think of any character in the game that C6 Bennett is still a detriment to. Right? Ever since, who was the first one? I don't remember anymore. I think it was maybe Raiden Shogun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Raiden Shogun. It was the very first character that had an infusion built into her kit, where the text specifically states this infusion cannot be overridden. Right, so like you can't run Pyro Raiden Shogun once you've used your burst, once you're in your burst form. And then every single character, well, almost every single character, after that, especially the 5 stars, pretty sure all the 5 stars just straight up have text in there. The 5 stars that are damage dealers that have infusions built into their kit specifically state that they can't be overridden. So, yeah. So my Bennett is still good then? I mean, like, how do you feel about it? Like, do you have characters that you are playing with on your account that you feel like are being ruined in their teams because of your C6 Bennett? If no, then like I don't think you have anything to worry about. It's like, sure, people I don't even hear anyone complain about it anymore now. Right? Like people did make a big deal out of it back then, but like somewhere around 2 or 3 years ago, people stopped making it. Yeah, people stopped being bothered by it. In fact, remember, C6 Bennett gives you I believe a 15%, what's it called? Pyro damage bonus. So yeah, as long as you're actually running like a pyro damage dealer, you know, like Arlecchino, like in your case you mentioned Arlecchino, then yeah, it's actually a damage boon, a damage buff to Arlecchino, because you have some damage percent, some pyro damage. Kaching, I still play her sometimes. Last time I played Kaching was to get her what's the trail called, the ghost trail that you get from doing a challenge in the Imaginary Theater, well, whatever that thing's called. That's the last time I used my Kaching. And before that was years before that. Anyone still have the beginner's wish, or is it just me who hasn't used it? Not me. My Asia account though. Of course my Asia account is like, I I'm not active on it. I just log into it. Most of the time, I log into my Asia account when there's a new patch that's come out. You know, just so I can claim the primos that everyone gets in the mail. But other than that, yeah, I do not take that first account seriously. I'll probably do an event here and there. Like, if it's an event that doesn't require a lot of, you know, if it's an event that is like, that doesn't take up a lot of time, then yeah. I haven't used the beginner version on that account.
あなたが久しぶりに会った
不思議
言葉ではいいもう
人のいるとこ
どういうこと
I still have that.
それ
Yeah.
で
見知らぬ地で
Okay, I'm starting to get sleepy. Okay, I'm actually
友達を作ってほしい
somewhat regretting now. But,
おそらく以前は違った
starting the stream really late.
旅人パイモン
Mm,
こんなところで会えるなんてあシホ
work for me ended. Let's see. How many hours ago was that? 4.5 hours ago.
でも今もうそ
But I just didn't. I don't know. My brain was just tired. I didn't want to do anything right after work.
それだ
So right after work, I just I don't know. I was just like on the internet watching stuff, watching YouTube, watching anime. I played a game of StarCraft against bots. And I don't know. I was just doing some random stuff on the computer and on the internet in general.
やっはっはっとせい
And so I started the stream at like 12:30. Definitely very late. I kind of thought that I'd be finished by now. Hang on, how long is the stream been going? An hour and a half. Okay, an hour and a half. I was really hoping that I'd be finished by now. Or at the very least that I wouldn't be sleepy yet by now. But I am, so I'm kind of regretting that a little bit.
あの下のところから昇降装置に乗って上がっていくんだいつも同じ道ばかりでは飽きるでしょ乗って一緒に飛んでいきましょう
Gotta go? Well, you should go to bed, RJ. I really should, but this is the final account that I have to do this event. And I don't know, man, like so far I have never needed to use like game footage from one of my VODs, you know, like for a video down the line, because like I haven't uploaded any videos whatsoever in a really long time. But I don't know, I still would like to have just I don't know, it gives me peace of mind that I have game footage of like most of the significant stuff that happens in the game. I just have an archive of like game footage from most of the significant stuff that happens in the game, significant events, significant quests, exploration, whatever, in case I need it in the future. And this is my last opportunity to do this quest, because I already did it on my first two on my accounts, to do this quest and to have footage of it. And I would prefer to have it all in one stream, in one VOD. Just in case I ever need it in the future, I will just click one VOD and it is all there.
今を生きる人々と出来事によって
the player because she's my first 5-star character. Give her some love because I'm putting all my attention to Arlecchino. Keqing was also my first 5-star. And what's what's funny about that too is back in the day, back in the earliest days of Genshin, Keqing was a top tier DPS. Back in the days where when we had two tier lists, we had we had a healer tier list and we had a DPS tier list. Diluc was the number 1 DPS. Keqing was the number 2 DPS. Even though she was terrible.
車に乗って防除旅館に飛び込むのは
防除月頭や消灯の関係と同じよ。
偶然。
防除の意味を知らないのか？そうだ。お前は隣のわっぱより月を指すと言ってもいいが、実際は
車に乗る月の神を指す。
こちらが
それなら
やっとだ。この千人
やめろ
私はガオ。
どうやらこちらが
実は
ロールプレイ。
もう勝利から聞いてないか？こいつ今ちょっと
精神をやられている。
勝利に聞いてたのか？
いや、ただの。
じゃあ中短気な炎スライムに計算に夢中な水スライム、それからでもこの話はあいつに聞かれちゃ
白髪の小娘。
やばい。そう。
辛い。大丈
夫。
気にしないで。少し休めば。
では。
そうみたいだ。勝利は
彼女の
オイラは
オイラパイも三子を断ち切るというのはよこしまな欲を取り除き。
おお、
その通りだ。
ちょっとは夢の中
白馬の仙人
彼は昔の
確か
残念だ。
おい
ガン君さすがは
なんだ。
ずいぶん遠石でその手。
聞きたい話は聞けな
この天使案内人。
そこまで気を使う必要は。
これは
骨董展覧会で見た割れた玉譜だな。
その通り。
もったい。
それがいい
ならば。
そうね、それを使っ
どんな
ただの思いつきに過ぎないわ。さあ、お腹も満たされたことだし。
ナナ、大東祭ももうすぐ終わっちゃうけど、消灯の作り方の覚え歌は歌えるようになった？東、竹を割る旅人、それからグワと朝でバイモン。また違うものになっちゃった。だってまた二人が。ようよ、新しい服を着てるな。すっごく似合ってるぞ。あ、パイモンちゃん。これは白先生からもらったの。似合ってるかな？ りがとう。へえ、ヨーヨー。ヨーヨーは、そうだ。おお、消灯、それに。
お嬢。あの具足。お主らはすると。
あはは。まさか。
そうに決ま。
本当に。
そりゃあ。
ええ、そうよ。
ああ、
勝利。
そういえばあの日気づいたんじゃが、
私は
うちの10巻例など解答祭の消灯祭もっとでお主らは。
わかった。解答。解答祭を。
ええ。
この世を渡り歩くにはより多くの身分を持った方が便利なの。君にもいくつか作ってあげようか。
行こう。 よっほれとはっほれはっやそれはっいいさ
Hey, welcome back. Overpowered? I thought you were going. Oops. Yeah, this was my favorite part of the event so far. This was a pretty fun game mode. Honestly, I wish they would add that as a permanent game mode. I'm too bored to go. To go where? Need to go somewhere? Let's see. Okay, believe that's it for this place. Okay. There.
この時期にリーユエでああ、いいだろう。何か急準備ができたようだな。では、撮影時の姿勢について。いい写真だ。私個人の品としてありがとう。祭りの期間。よっ。
旅人か。あ、あと。うん。
旅人？おう、よかった。何かよ。写真は撮れそう？ん？写真家さんは。
Phone's about to die. Instead of putting it in the charger, since I don't have a plug nearby, I just put it next to my bed in the charger. But I was so bored to stop watching. I just closed Genshin and came back here. Oh, appreciate it, man. That's so sweet of you. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything that fun anyway. I'm just, you know, walking around. I'm not even talking that much anyway. Like my brain is just fried.
Yes.
There was supposed to be a character here, an NPC here that I could talk to, but I guess I haven't. Okay, Emily was supposed to be here, but for some reason she isn't yet. Maybe because I haven't talked to the other ones yet. Julian's over there. Okay. I guess I need to talk to the other ones before that one pops up. You're so funny if you don't realize. Sorry, man. I am so looking forward to finishing this. The other two events are like whatever, but like I do find the last one pretty fun. In the next couple of days, I might actually find myself replaying it. It just, you know, just because I think it's fun. Where are the other ones of these, like, treasure trees? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one. Hey, Overpowered, are you techie in any way? Are you into tech at all? You are? Okay, cool. So, you know anything about PTM 7950? Oh, now they pop up when I actually leave. Okay, of course. Oops. Okay. You know about thermal paste? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So PTM 7950 is sort of like, it is thermal paste, but people don't call it thermal paste because it actually doesn't come in the form of a paste. It looks like a thermal pad. Like when you buy it, when you hold it in your hand, it looks like a thermal pad. But it also isn't a thermal pad because once the heat turns up on your computer, on the CPU or whatever, wherever you put it on, like a GPU even, it sort of melts and then turns into a paste. And then at that point, like once it's up to temperature, then it'll just be actually thermal paste. But people actually call it phase change something, phase change material, whatever. And it's great because if you have PTM 7950, you pretty much never have to ever replace your thermal paste ever again. Like, that thing's gonna last for like 10, 15 years even. I don't know about the exact numbers, but like, most people that I hear ever talk about like replacing PTM 7950, every single one of them just say you pretty much never have to replace it. Whereas like with typical thermal paste, even the higher quality thermal paste, people will say that you have to repaste your computer every like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years even. Yeah, and it's also the thing about it too is like the good thing about it too is that it also does have really good thermal conductivity. Of course, as long as you're getting like the good stuff, right? You're not getting like a fake or like a low quality one. But because it's just not that like common just yet, it's not that widely spread out. There just isn't that much in terms of like low quality, like I guess copies of it. I don't think there are even any like copies of it. I don't even know if there's like fakes of it. The only way I think that you could fake it is if a seller just said that like, oh, I'm selling PTM 7950, but it's actually not 7950. The PTM 7950. I think that's the only way that you could actually just straight up buy a fake. It's not actually like real PTM 7950 in the first place. It's just you just got lied to, I guess, at that point. Anyway, so about 2 weeks ago, in the last 2 weeks, I finally decided to repaste my CPU because this computer is it's not old, but it's also not new. It is originally from 2020, October 2020. I'm not the first owner. I'm at the very least I am the third owner. I don't know if there were more owners between the guy whose name on the original receipt of this computer was on, and my cousin, because I bought this from my cousin. Bought it from my cousin. The picture of the original receipt did not have my cousin's name on it, so I'm assuming my cousin also bought it used. But yeah, so it's got a few years on it, and I actually already repasted it, but because I didn't want to have to order online, especially because like online. Most of the time online, there like the thermal paste online, at least here in the Philippines, is. You already told me the lore of your PC. Yeah, yeah. There's like over here, online, like the only like thermal paste available online is like the good quality stuff. Like there are some low quality stuff, but like it's just not worth it because like I have to pay shipping for it. Shipping at that point, shipping is more expensive than the actual product that I'm paying for. It's like if I'm getting like the low quality ones online, I might as well buy it locally, right? And the problem with buying locally is that there are no good quality ones, so I had no choice but to go for the low quality local ones. And this was 3, maybe 4 years ago. I repasted my CPU with like low quality local thermal paste, and in the last 6 to maybe 10 months, I've noticed that my fans have been ramping up a lot more than they used to, than I remember them ramping up. And yeah, I finally decided to pull the trigger and order myself online some PTM 7950, just so I repaste it now and I never ever have to worry about it again. Hey, what's up, Unrevealed? How's it going, man? Have you randomly got a $100 Genesis Crystal pack when you logged in? I just got mine a few minutes ago. No. Nope. Oh, also, this isn't my account. Who? Oh, right. Charlotte. Gotta go to bed. Oh, alright, man. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Take care, overpowered. It was a great time chatting with you. Alright, hey, take care, man. I remember seeing no intelligent nearby as a message in the shower lantern. No intelligent nearby? What? And then it sent you a $100 Genesis Crystal pack? Okay, sure. Nice, I guess. Am I forgetting to talk to anyone? I guess Jinyan's the last one. Oh, Varesa, right. Basically, it said everyone's at Dumbo. I'm not quite sure. How does the like system work? Like liking... So it says... my only concern really is getting to 200 likes on the thing. Like shower lanterns, I guess. Where is it? Oh, this thing. Okay, cool. Very good. I already got 200 likes. How do you get 200 likes? Like, I don't even see a way that for me to like someone else's lantern. I guess that's like to favorite. Like when I click to favorite someone's shower lantern or message or whatever, that counts as a like. I've just been liking every single one that I see in hopes that other people also like mine. Or like, I'm pretty sure those people are probably not even online right now. Like, how does that work? Favorite it? Okay. So does me favoriting other people's lanterns like make them see that I favorited theirs, and then like when they see my name they would favorite mine? Like, is that how it works? Or am I just, I guess I just have to be thankful that other people are just favoriting every single lantern that they see on the street. Actually, your name shows up? Oh, okay. Well, thank goodness I've been liking every single one that I see. You know, I don't quite understand Molani's thing here. Molani's just jumps high. Oops. Oh, that was awful. Oh man, my brain is just shot. I should have been asleep 20 minutes ago, but I'm not because I'm still here. Oh hey, Unrevealed. I wanted to ask you a question. Have you played any of the Warhammer 40k games? And like, I'm sorry if I'm messing this up because I have no idea the Warhammer like games naming system. I don't know. I don't know what is 40k. I don't like because apparently there's like a lot of Warhammer games that aren't Warhammer 40k. There's just straight up Warhammer, and it's apparently just like a medieval like a fantasy like strategy game. I have no idea what Warhammer even is now. Last night I did some looking up and like I realized like wow, Warhammer is just a huge thing. And last couple of days I've gotten really I don't know, like I've just been watching cinematic after cinematic. And I've known about the Astartes like fan-made one for years now. Ever since it came out for the first time. Even before the guy just straight up got hired by like the people who own Warhammer. And I just think it's so cool. This all started from me seeing that it wasn't even Warhammer, it was a StarCraft 2 cinematic, and it was just so cool. Like together with, and it was like I started looking up Warhammer stuff because the music background that whoever uploaded that short put on that StarCraft 2 cinematic clip short that he uploaded as a clip that he uploaded as a short took music from Warhammer Darktide. I don't know. Yeah, Darktide. It was basically the Warhammer Darktide OST, and it is like cool, really cool looking music, and like with that exact StarCraft 2 cinematic, it was just perfect. It was just like it was just cinema, and I've just been replaying it over and over again the last couple of days. That clip, that short, and the song, the OST. Uh-oh. My skill is still on cooldown. And while I might not be, I'm not a fan of StarCraft 2 at all. Man, I just watching that cinematic has made me, at the very least, do the StarCraft 2 campaign. Oops, I pressed Q instead of E. And yeah, they are certainly very good at what they do. Even Warhammer, the Warhammer music made me feel like wanting to try out Warhammer, or at least like Warhammer 40k. Just because of how cool the music is. I keep pressing Q instead of E. that is not Warhammer? What is not Warhammer? The medieval thing that I was talking about earlier. Because last night I spent quite a bit of time looking up Warhammer stuff, and so I eventually came to find like this Wikipedia page of whoever owns the Warhammer like 40K thing IP. I think it is like what was it called? Creative Game Studio or something like that. And apparently, and like I looked up like all the games that they've made or owned or whatever, and apparently they have a lot, and it's not even just the Space Marine thing. There's actually like Warhammer stuff that isn't like Space Marine, it's just literally just straight up medieval stuff. But of course they're not a game developer. They just hold the IP to that stuff. And apparently like just a bunch of game developers make it, like Sega and a bunch of other ones. And there's just no continuity between their different games. And it was just really hard to figure out. Like apparently it's just the Space Marine thing is like all I'm interested in. But I'd imagine that it's probably a pretty big time sink, especially because there's just so much lore, and like the lore on, and I'm not really interested in the gameplay itself. All I really care about is the lore. Yeah, so I guess like playing the game, I would imagine is just taking it would just take up too much time. RJ, why aren't you double tapping? Can I double tap? I don't know. I did not know that. Xian Yun's though, I do know that I can do like triple E. Okay, I guess I was supposed to press genuine skill there. All 3 taps. I hope this minigame is in preparation for a side-scroller mode with battles. I was actually thinking that. When did I see it for the first time? I believe it was when I saw the. It was the Varessa character quest, and this was like obviously Natlin, right? When I saw the Varessa character quest for the first time, like there was a part of the character quest, and it was the character quest slash what's it called? Like the reputation thing in Natlin. I don't remember what it's called. The Tribal Chronicles, there it is. The Tribal Chronicles. The third one in Varessa's, I guess, tribe Tribal Chronicles was pretty much just her her character quest. And at some point, somewhere towards the end, there was like a side scroller thing that is very much like this kind of gameplay. And I kind of thought like this is a 3D game, but they somehow made it feel like a 2D game. Oh, you know what? There was even one before that. I believe it was in Fontaine, I think. No, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure exactly where it was from and when it was from. But I do remember there was like a puzzle. Not necessarily a puzzle, but like a challenge somewhere in the overworld. I don't remember if it was Fontaine or Natlan. But you... yeah, and I remember you had to go in there and then you were like gonna use like not your own character, but a character for that specific challenge, and it was basically like a 2D side scroller, and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty creative of them to turn this 3D game and make it feel like a 2D like side scroller. Hey, what's up, Damien? I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How about you, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, because I haven't streamed in a while. But yeah, good to see you guys. Hopefully they come up with something cool. Hopefully they come up with something cool. Speaking of something cool, there's like a mini game in this event, in this Lanternlit, that I think is pretty cool. It's like the shooting one where you have to upgrade your character. I thought, dude, I want to play it again. I already did it on my first and second accounts. And this I'm going to do it today on this account, on my friend's account. But even just after this, I might just, like, when I get bored enough, I could just log into to Genshin and play that again. I wouldn't even mind if there were any rewards. I just thought it's cool. I do find it a little bit annoying that you can't keep the progress. You can't keep your progress, like the progress of your like upgrades and stuff. Especially the fourth one. Oops. I think the rhythm games also have potential in Genshin. Unfortunately, the execution just I don't think is very good. Like it doesn't feel like there's a rhythm to the way that they've placed the notes in the rhythm games in Genshin. But I definitely do see potential for the rhythm games, because like there is a whole entire niche of gamers out there that love rhythm games, and including me. While I might not be like the most talented gamer out there, but I do love myself some rhythm games. In fact, I used to like love this like browser-based rhythm game. This was like back in my high school days, like almost 20 years ago. And like while I wasn't particularly good at it, I did enjoy it. Unfortunately, the rhythm games in Genshin just haven't been like the execution, just like the specific placement of notes, the way that they're like, it just doesn't feel very rhythm-like. It doesn't feel like it's getting the rhythm of the music that my ears are hearing, and that's why I just don't think it's fun. You do keep the progress for the main event. It's when you do the endless mode that you start from scratch. Yeah, and that's the thing, because like the endless mode is what I enjoy the most. I like the first three as well, but like the endless mode is really, really fun, and I just wish that I could keep the progress on it instead of like restarting over again from the beginning. That's like they're made for mobile. Yeah, that's true. It really does. Honestly, like Hoyo could just straight up release that as its own game, I think. And while it definitely will not be anywhere close to like the level of success that Genshin has or any of its other like AAA titles, but you bet it might be a pretty popular like mobile game for well on an indie scale, indie developer scale though. Okay, can I just straight? Oh, okay, cool. I had no idea that I could just exit out of it. Oh, my friend did not get Durin. Okay, I guess that's fine. Did you get Zibai? I mean, I'm trying to on my second account. I mean, I'm not like trying so hard to, but it would be nice if I got her. But whatever. I'm not even gonna try in my first account. My first account just no. Is this on an EM build? What bow is that? Oh, it's Fab bow. Oh, I think this is on an EM build. I feel the same way, but I'm trying. Yeah, it's just that my second account, my first account has more, has many characters. Well, not many, but like quite a few characters that my second account doesn't have. But they're also all characters that have just been severely power crept already, so like I don't mind not having them anymore. So whenever they do get a rerun, at the very least, like I won't be needing Primo Gems to pull for those characters anymore. So whatever Primo Gems my second account gets from here on out is mostly gonna be just to try and get like any new characters that I can get my hands on. There are definitely characters that I would really want to get, right? Like there's gonna be characters in the future that they're gonna be really, really strong, that are gonna push the damage ceiling really high. Where is there? And I'm definitely going to really, really want to get them too. But I also don't mind if I don't get every single new character. As long as I'm not missing out on like a really significant one. Yesterday I was actually pretty excited because like I just did a random 10 pull, and I got a somewhat early one, like somewhere around 20 or 30 pity. I was pretty excited to get like an early 5-star, which you know almost never happens to me. Yeah, unfortunately I lost 50-50, but hey, at least it was an early, so not so bad. Okay, 30k. Yeah, but I got Jean, so whatever. Okay. I mean, if I get Zibai, I mean, I'm gonna be happy. By the way, I still don't know if I should do EQ on Zibai. Like, will me doing Q in Zibai's skill duration eat up Zibai's skill duration? Or does Zibai's burst add time to her skill duration? So, similar to Kinich, for example, right? Like Kinich's burst adds like 1.5 or something like that amount of seconds to his skill duration. It doesn't actually make it longer. It basically just makes it so that his burst doesn't eat up any time of his skill duration. Oh, we're done. You know, I am actually relieved that I don't have to wait through the entire thing. I can just press escape and like, okay, I got max score. Don't have to finish the entire thing. I appreciate it. Hoyo, please continue to design these combat events like this in the future. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. Very good. I was content with getting an Iffa just a few hours before the banner ended. Hey, nice, man. Congrats. My first account, I was furiously trying to get Columbina, and I was actually kinda sure that I wouldn't be able to get Columbina. I wouldn't be able to get enough Primo Gems before to get my guaranteed before the Columbina Ineffa banners went away. And then like in the last few days, when I finally did see that I had enough primos to get my guaranteed 5-star, I just a thought just came to me. A thought came to me and I realized Ineffa is not an Archon. Ineffa is not an Archon, and this is Ineffa's rerun. So we have no idea when we will see Ineffa again. Whereas so far, so far, all Archon figures have had a rerun exactly 2 patches after their initial release. So I thought instead of going for Columbina, I decided to go for Ineffa instead. Because I knew that as long as Hoyo doesn't suddenly change their pattern, their rerun pattern, then Columbina is going to come back in around 2 or 3 patches from now. So yeah, here I am. I have my first account has Ineffa, but no Columbina, which, you know, kind of feels bad. But at the very least, I know that Columbina will rerun soon-ish, and I'll get another chance to go for her then. Like, as long as you're happy with it. I mean, like, I'm not happy with it because I didn't get Columbina and Ineffa. Not happy about it, but I feel like logically it was the more practical choice. Oh, wait, it just straight up goes in. Okay, I forgot. I actually just did this yesterday on my second account. I just wanted to be done with it, so I just spammed through it on my second account yesterday. I finished this, or at least everything that I could, before the Columbina and Ineffa banner went away, because like I wanted to get as many Primo Gems as I could before as many Primo Gems as I could on the first account before before the banner went away. I wonder if there's like somebody did the math on this, that like which would be the more optimal targets, these enemies or like the lanterns? Thankfully, my sleepiness earlier kinda went away, so I'm not necessarily the most talented gamer out there. I don't have very fast reflexes or whatever, so I need every ounce of attention that I can spare to play a game like this. It's definitely not like a first-person shooter. It's not like a competitive game, but you know, I would at least like to be optimal about this. Okay, that thing's not dying. With the little time I have left. Oh, I think the lanterns. Maybe. Especially because they die a lot faster. So maybe you're right. But the enemies drop more of these gems though. The lanterns pretty much just drop one each. Oh. Oh, I think this thing's dead. There it is. Oh, range. Oh, this thing. No, no. Definitely getting that one. 3 targets is better than 2. And anyway, it's not like I'm doing less damage to each one of them. I'm still doing the same exact amount of damage. Oh my god. I'm getting too trigger happy. Also, there's a lot more stuff on the screen this time, so maybe that's why I'm just failing. Absolutely failing really hard to dodge. Okay. Damage, sure. Range, maybe the pickup range. Time, sure. Time gives me more money, I guess. Damage, sure. Oh, I think the attack buffs stack. Oh, there's the second one. That actually went a lot faster than I think that went a lot faster than my previous attempt on my first on my account. Oh, this one's actually pretty cool. I like this one. Charge time. Sure. Cooldown. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I guess. Why does it feel like the lanterns are? Oh, because I don't have the attack buffs yet. Yeah. Oof, took a hit. I feel like I'm not doing as much damage as I would like to. Oof. That is sick. That is awesome. Oh, I want more time, please. Oh, nice. Hey, what's up? Esmeralda Dahan? What's up, man? How's it going, man? Server? NA server, man? North America. North America. Oh, right. This is just one life. I forgot about that. What? Okay. I suck at this. Okay, finally made it to max time. Can you help me with exploration? Are you a new player, Esmeralda? Honestly, man, exploration ever since Nodcry has been so much easier than it used to be. Mostly because of the new compass. It's just awesome. All you really have to do now is make sure you do all the big quests. Right? Just do all the big quests. Do like challenges and chests. The challenges and chests that you find along the way while you're doing those big quests. And yeah, after that you pretty much would be able to get everything. Like, right, like once you get to 90% exploration, like you can just press your compass and it'll just show you everything. I really should get more health. I'm just always one hit away from death. Oh. And there's just so many things flying around on the screen that I'm not able to keep up with all of it. Oh, yep, that was close. Ah, dead. Honestly, ever since Nodcry, I haven't even watched a guide video. I have a habit of 100%ing new regions. Ever since Fontaine, I 100%ed all of Fontaine, all of Natlan, and when Nodcry came along, because of the new compass, I didn't even bother with the guide videos anymore. It just works. Right, you just play the game and it just works. Maybe Esmeralda is also one hit away from death. Hope I'm not late. Hey, what's up, Onoko? Well, you're not early, but I'm also not about to end stream just yet, so you're not too bad. Not so bad. Not too bad. Watching at school. Oh, you're at school? I have a problem. What is your problem, Esmeralda? It's a lot easier now to 100% every region. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like the thing is too, okay, I actually just 100%ed it on both my accounts. The other day, I 100%ed the new Nodcry region on my second account. And a few days before that, before the Ineffa Columbina banners went away, I 100%ed it on my first account. And as soon as I have time, I will do it on stream on this account. This is my friend's account. I actually have a lot more stuff to do on this account because I haven't done any of the big quests. So exploration is still in the low, like, tens, below 20% on each region. So it's gonna take a significant amount more time than it did with my own accounts. But yeah, like, I remember after doing the big world quests and unlocking the teleporters, it only took me like around 2 or 3 hours to finish the rest of it. 40, 20. Okay, I'm gonna get some health finally. Duration? Do I want duration just yet? I can barely stay alive, so maybe not. Yeah, I'll get some more damage. Okay, the damage is certainly helping. It's not helping that it's not targeting the guy. I'm dead. Why do I need to download resources when I switch server? When you switch server, download resources? Oh, Esmeralda, are you playing on mobile? If you're playing on mobile, I think what you're doing is you're going into settings and deleting old, like, game resources, right? There's an option to do that now. Delete old game resources, like old quest data. And when you switch to a different server, your account on that server probably hasn't done those quests yet. So the game is detecting, like, oh, you haven't done these quests, so we're gonna have to download it again in case, before we let you log in case you do these quests. I'm gonna grab myself some HP, because, like, it's getting real annoying that just dying from 2 hits. I think my professor is behind me. Well, let him watch too. Scooch over so he can watch too. $10. No, none of these are 10. Oh, I'm gonna die here before the time. Okay, no, we're good. Wow, okay, I can't believe it. How did I survive that? Okay, so extending the time is really helping me out making more of these, I guess, coins. Because it's making the game longer, which gives me, like, in every 10 seconds, gives, like, 10% more, like, bonus. 50, 40, okay, I guess... Sure? And to help me stay alive longer? Wow, I just took a hit right away. I'm gonna have to kill this dude soon. Okay, not yet, not yet. Oh my god. I need to... Oh, I'm gonna have to kill him. Yeah, there it is. I was really trying to maximize the time. That way I'd get like 40% bonus. Hey, nice, I did 40%. Alright, get this one first. This is for me, just for me. Anyway, I think this is a lot more helpful. Okay, maybe the health as well. Oh, these are tanky. Really tanky. Did they just get tankier? I'm almost dead already. Oh, well, there I am. Okay. Sure. These guys are right on me already. The game just started and they're right on me already. I've already lost 2 hearts, jeez. Where's the circle thing? Why? Is it not here yet? Oh, there it is. I don't think... Yeah. Okay, I definitely need more damage. Yeah, you're right. Definitely need more damage. I am not killing them anymore. I definitely need to get the damage buff too. Cause like that's, especially cause like I haven't upgraded it at all. So it's a super cheap like upgrade to get right now. And while it's not a permanent damage upgrade, it is a damage upgrade nonetheless. Wow, dude. Gotta dip because I gotta go back to my dorm. Alright, take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get this for now. It'd be nice if they gave like a... Oh, just damage buff right there, right in front of my face. Ow. Oh, look at all that money. Make it rain. Oh, there it is. Wow, that was fast. I didn't expect to kill the boss already. Oh wait, I didn't. What? What happened? I thought I killed it. Okay, I'm an idiot. Damage or charge time. Maybe cooldown would be helpful. Yeah. So this thing comes up sooner. Okay, both. I'm gonna get both. Okay, cool. Number of targets is definitely gonna help as well. Damage, really. Man, damage. Okay. Where is that damage buff? I need to go find it. There it is. I should not have gotten the heal just yet. Okay, there. Oh, nice. Damage buff. Damage buff. Where's the other damage buff? Oh, nice, nice, nice. We're good. Okay. Oh. Oh, the circle thing. Oh, darn it. It's in there. Okay, damage. Yeah. Definitely getting damage this time. Alright, maybe more time as well. Oh wow, that pretty big difference that damage made. Oops. I need to go get the other, another damage buff. Okay, there it is. I'm starting to feel the lack of speed as well. Oh my god. You're kidding. Mega boost. Mega boost? What's a mega boost? Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get speed. I feel like I'm lacking a bit speed as well. And that quick charge time is really helping out. Oh my god, this is really annoying. Can I just... Am I gonna get hurt if I hit this thing? I think I will. Time. Already got time. Okay, I guess... Okay. And... Okay, I should save up for that damage boof. Boof? Damage buff. Alright, the magnet as well is definitely gonna help. More time, sure. And... Okay, I guess that should be it for now. 80. Okay, sure. More health should help out a lot. Oh my god, I'm getting hit every other second. Okay. Got a nice damage buff. Wow, I'm doing a lot of damage now. That's a lot of damage. Oh, am I actually just gonna straight up kill this dude right now? Wow. Wow, those damage buffs are good, man. As long as you can get all as many of them as you can, those damage buffs are really fast. The damage and time, yeah, damage and time buffs are pretty cool. Hmm. Okay, no, I guess it's a clear choice.
竹を切って緑の衣。
I am missing some stuff. What am I missing? Pretty sure I've gotten all the trees. All the auspicious trees. Yeah? No, I've gotten all of them. Why does it feel like I'm missing something? Okay, whatever. I'm surprised. My friend hasn't gotten the battle pass this time. Hey, what's up, Jai? How's it going, man? I'm missing some. 6, 120? I'm missing 120. How am I missing 120 of those? Okay, that's all of it. Okay, yeah, that's all of it. Okay, I guess all I'm missing really are the auspicious, like, treasure trees, whatever these things are called. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Darn it, I hate this. I'm gonna have to look through all the locations again. Have fun. I guess to go. Good luck on your pulls. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Sebo. You take care, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. This one is done. Okay, got that one. Two more, which seems like I already got them. So why am I missing 120? Okay, well, whatever. I can't believe it. Just doing the event was a 3-hour stream. I didn't even do anything else this stream. Okay, well, that was very surprising. Honestly, I thought that would be just like 2 hours maximum. All right, well, it's real late where I am. So that is it for today's stream. So for those of you who need help building your characters' accounts or making a decision which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys.
情報提供者から知らせがあったわ。うん。どうやらまた新たな変数が現れたようね。